Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to every one of you who is with us tonight, working through Zoom and also through Facebook Live, all right, for our Career Talk, which is Career Talk Master Series. Okay, first of all, I would like to thanks to our strategic partner. We have unit bimbingan, unit perkhidmatan bimbingan dan counseling, MRSM Taiping, all right. And then of course Center for Foundation Study, University Technology Petronas, TNF Energy Sendirian Berhad, Amans Media and Outpost Taiping, all right, for providing us this wonderful platform to share the knowledge. All right, before we move further, let us recite Umul Kitab Al-Fatihah. Right. Okay. Now our topic for today is why computer engineering. This is topic for today lah. Okay, and then job opportunities we will see, and overall, okay, tonight with our special guest, right, and also career prospect, and then we will talk and meet to the industrial expert, of course, with our special guest, which is Madam Nur Hasnida Muhammad Ramli. And she is ANSARA Taiping SPM batch 98. Okay, and then now she is senior specialist IT, transformations, technologies and services, TTS, ERP ecosystem solution, EES Global MTC, 3M Malaysian Sdn Berhad. And we had loved your all of your participation in this talk. So for any questions, if you have any question, okay, you can ask through this Zoom. Okay, you can put your message in chat box provided. Okay, or you can in Facebook. Okay, through under sections. Okay, provided. Okay, so that's without further ado, I invite Madam Hasnida to the screen. Okay, welcome, Madam Hasnida. Okay, this screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, let me start by sharing my screen first. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen, Hasnida.
Okay. Alamak. Okay, as you all know, my name is Nur Hasnida binti Muhammad Ramli. Okay, I'm originated from Parit Bunta, Perak. Okay, and currently my location is in Puchong, Selangor. I'm working with 3M Malaysia Sdn Berhad. So I'm not sure if any of you know about 3M Malaysia Sdn Berhad. Okay, and my work area is APAC Productivity App Analyst under TTS ES Global MTC. It's quite long, so it's just a short form. So I'm ANSARA Taiping 1998. Okay, so this is my education history. I'm from Parit Bunta, so primary school from SRK Methodist Parit Bunta. Then I continue my study at Sekolah Menengah Sri Perak Parit Bunta. Okay. Then after that, I proceed my study to Emerson Taiping. So my batch number is 97 lah, start with 97. So my SPM is 1998. Then after my SPM, I further my study at Universiti Malaya. So here, if you can see, I'm taking Asasi Sains Hayat. Okay. Actually, the initial idea is actually, of course lah, for you want to be a doctor. So along the journey, I will share my experience of changing the ambition of being a doctor in a medical area to a computer science area. So during at UC Malaya, then after Asasi Sains Hayat, so I continue my study to computer science. Okay, the reason is actually it's quite tough, challenging from Asasi. If you want to enroll yourself to computer science, also medical. So actually, the choice that I have to is more medical, the choice, and I think second last is computer science. So actually, for me, orang kata tak ada lah kan, you take to computer science, but actually there is the hikmah dia. When you see along the journey, so I'm okay with that. So I taking majoring in artificial intelligence. So masa tu, you will know the Steven Spielberg film is AI. So it's very new that time, artificial intelligence. So then after that, I continue my study. Okay, sorry. I continue my study to in computer engineering, software engineering. I did my master in also by coursework and dissertation. So by the time we have in master, they offered coursework in 18 credit hours and the dissertation in 18 credit hours. So that's the journey. So after master, then I think I put a stop. Okay, so next. Okay, this I just share my picture when I was in Emerson Taiping. So this is my classmate. That time I was in, we call it 502. 402, 502. So homeroom belian. I don't know whether currently they already changed. So this is my classmate. So most of us, we have a dental in the classmate. We have a medical doctor. There's so many of them. So this is my classmate. When I was in Emerson Taiping. Okay, so I shared. Okay, why I shared this because after I did my undergraduate, I proceed my studies in Master in Software Engineering, MSE. Okay, the reason is by that time is actually I want to do both. I want to continue my study and also I want to work. Okay, so I tried to get scholar by that time. So then they asked me whether you want to do you want to work or you want to study. So I tell them I want both. So no choice. So I have to fork out my own money to complete my study. So because the reason why I want industrial experience, in the same time, also I want to do a backup of my career. Let's say if I'm not going forward further in the IT industry, I want to be a lecturer. So that is the idea. So I want to highlight here, when I did software engineering, it's not the easiest course in by that time. I remember that time, there's a lot of my classmates when I did undergrad, further studies in software engineering, but end up they're not continuing. So maybe after coursework, they stop. They're not furthering until complete. So end up, if you can see here, in Sarjana Kejuruteraan Perisian, Master of Software Engineering, only 16 people graduate. So for that time, only 16 people graduate, and you can see most of it not local. It's not local. So that's it. So when you take pictures, so you can see how many local, how many not local, or Iran and everything. So actually there is a challenge when you are working at the same time you are continuing your study. Reason why we have a coursework, the class in the evening, mean after work, okay, you're working in the morning, okay, until the evening, then you continue your class from 6 until 9. So if I did like 3 subjects, so 18 hours for one subject is 3 credit hours.
Ya ke? Tak boleh ke makan?
Okay.
Apa yang nasi dulu? Tak nak nasi panas-panas.
Sorry. Okay. All right. So can mute or not? Okay. So that's what happened. So when you want to another UM give you one thing that you have to, in order to complete your dissertation, you have to publish a paper. So this is to publish a paper in any conference. So I did. I EEE Explore, which is in, that time is in KL. So lucky for me, no need to go outside from Malaysia. So I present the paper, and this paper got published in IEEE. So I graduate that time. Alhamdulillah. So that's a challenge when you actually working in the same time, and also you also want to further your studies, but it's possible. Okay, this my career journey. Okay, actually before this career journey, right, executive training program. Before that, actually I also did some part-time job before I get the actual job. Okay, so I did replacement teacher at Vivekananda Bangsa. Okay, being a teacher, go to school, teach student, and also I got offered to be a lecturer in EDI. And it lasts only 1 month, then I get an offer to join executive training program by Miss Niaga Berhad. So actually, Miss Niaga is by that time is a reseller to IBM. Okay, by that time, IBM cannot sell to the government directly, so Miss Niaga is the reseller. Okay, so executive training program is actually only 10%, selected. Then we are put into classroom to learn server admin and developer for IBM product. Okay, by that time, if you can remember all the IBM product like Lotus Note, by that time, it's a lot of client in Malaysia, they are using that software. And the experience that I get that time is we went to the customer place, which is PNB client upgrade. Okay. So the next, okay, after the executive training program, I think it lasts around 6 months. Then I continue to as a software engineer in Miss Niaga Berhad. Okay, in Miss Niaga Berhad, I was assigned into internal system. So even we have external customer, by that time I was assigned to internal system. It means that I'm handling the application for the building, the employee of the Miss Niaga itself. So we also have HR application, we have finance, we have pre-sale, we have post-sale. So that all application actually handling by internal system. So that's what I did further up, study and learn from seniors. So after that, I got an opportunity to join the subsidiary of Miss Niaga. That time I was assigned to Standard Chartered Bank in Technology Park. So I've been there like twice or thrice a week. So actually, in other words, that Miss Niaga selling headcount to Standard Chartered. So that's what happened to me. Then after that, I continue to join the department, and I got experience to visit other customers, helping them to develop application to the GLCs, to the government, MNC. So that's kind of experience of traveling to customer side. Mostly I'm not in the office. I'm always travel to the customer side. Okay. So after that, after I travel a lot, really, I would say is 80% is traveling to customer side. Then I decide to change the career path by joining 3M Malaysia. So that's why after that, I joined the 3M Malaysia as senior IT specialist. Also in the same area, only a different environment. Again, I'm into the internal application, but it is a MNC, multinational company. So that's why I choose to be in 3M. And another thing is 3M is not a IT vendor. It's a consumer-based and industrial company. Then I continue. Sedar tak sedar is already until this year. I'm still with 3M, but now changing, been promoted to do the APAC APAC productivity apps analyst. So I'm not only for Malaysia, but also I'm handling the APAC country as well. Okay, next, I don't know yet. Okay. So let me check the chat. Okay, no one asked question yet. Okay. So I just share my experience when I was in Misiniaga, because Misiniaga is IT vendor, and we sell hardware, we sell software, we sell network, everything about IT. So the good thing when you are in vendor side, I have experience working with people from different company. So if you can see, there's a bank, there is a government, GLC, universities, and MNC. So from this experience, it builds up my knowledge and personality a lot, because you facing a lot of people, facing a lot of different company culture, and also the way you handling and talk to people. So actually, this thing is actually during your career, you grow. So that's what I want to highlight. So you can see I've been involving in maps, I've been in JPN, and also in Mafilindo. I remember Mafilindo, it was in near the pavilion. So excited lah, after lunchtime je pergi pavilion. So actually you have to work and enjoy lah. That's what I want to highlight. Okay. So next. Okay. So when I changed, so I'm in 3M. So maybe of you are wondering, what is 3M? Because 3M is not really, not everyone realize where 3M is. It's not a very famous in Malaysia, but certain people, they know what 3M is. If you can see the logo, okay, mostly when I go outside, when they ask me, where are you working from? I work at 3M. 3M. And then they are thinking of, wow, Scotch Brite. They thought that is this the only product, the sponge product. Okay, the sponge that you remember, sponge that the green color and yellow color, that sponge a part of the product. So actually, what 3M means actually is Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing Company. It is an American multinational company located in Maplewood, Minnesota. So it's actually big. We have or in a whole world. I would say in the whole world. Okay. So what I did in 3M is actually, because you are at the end user. Okay, the environment is changed. You are not in a vendor. You are not in the vendor area. Now you are end user. So what happened is you are mostly in the office. Okay. And we also have application for HR, business, finance. We support the application, and also sometimes you have to work in odd times. Sometimes you have to do. You need to down the server. You need to work with the system admin. So I have experienced that overnight in the office. Okay. So apart from that, since that the team is not huge, my team is not huge in Malaysia, so sometimes you have to do the general support as well. Okay, general support, something like people ask you to help in Excel. This seems quite funny that you ask IT about Excel. You ask IT how to do your Microsoft Word, but no choice because the end user, you just give a helping hand for the user. Okay. Oh, and also sometimes I give a talk to them as well, teaching about a new technology. So we have a session that to give a knowledge to the employee. Okay. And then there is also I had my friend to back up because we are not many, so I have to go to the server room and help up. So even it's not my area, but in terms of this is teamwork. Okay. Okay. Just now, I just shared what is 3M because I know 3M is not stand up by itself. It's underlay of other people business. So that's the good of 3M. So we have a lot of product and the business area. So if you can see, we are very diverse. We have automotive, we have medical, we have consumer, we have transportation. So this is I'm working with this company. So last year, we are shortage of N95. For employee, we have a few. So also we are very limited supply for that because we are not doing it in Malaysia. It's come from other country, we import. Okay, so that's about the company that I'm working with right now. Okay, so now, why computers? Okay, so by that time in 1998, computer is still something like very new tau. It's very new, and then the courses also very new. Not many people graduated in IT. Memang masa tu you got no idea lah, but you know there is a computer. There is a computer, and then you can do your work. And so lucky by that time when I was in primary school, I joined a computer club. That I remember what I learned is a logo programming language. I just got no idea, but I just type and there is a cursor creating some picture for you. Okay, so I have no idea. I just do because this is a computer club. That's it. So next, also I actually MRSM Taiping also giving a computer class. All right, by that time, we learn basic programming that we have to come up with something to present, to complete the course. So that's good about MRSM. Okay, we already provide the student to start and learn about basic programming. By that time, no idea, but when I present, it's just like a simple screen, you push a button and then it creating your sound, you're so happy already. Okay, so that's his experience that makes you wanted to explore more about computers. Okay, so why you choose computer is you can do your profession and hobby in the same time, right? Because maybe some of you like to play games, it's a hobby, and also you can also do your profession. So it's like simple and so good that you can do your hobby in the same time. And also, of course, when you talk about computers, it's about technology. So technology, in other hand, is actually make other people life easier. So remember when you be in the computer area, not only to satisfy yourself with the technology or you feel like very touchy, no, it's actually about you create something that will help people. Okay, that you help people to ease their current job. So that actually what you need to have in your mind when you join a computer science or whatever computer engineering. Okay, so another thing in a computer also, nowadays you can have a passive income and of course network that you can connect it with family. So and also you can work with your team around the world. Okay, only with the computers, and also money and time. With a computer that you can also help to organize your work better. So that's the reason why I choose computer science. Actually, okay, before I proceed, okay, I want to highlight that I'm from computer science, from faculty of computer science. Okay, so I know that our topic is a computer engineering, that is basically in your mind is from the faculty of engineering. So that's why I want to highlight what is the difference between computer engineering and computer science. Okay. Okay, computer science, of course, is for computer science, and engineering is from engineering area. So the difference is we have electrical engineering in the picture. So for computer science, we don't have electrical engineering. So we more to the concept of developing the application, providing the networks. So I hope you won't get confused with these two. So later when you want to choose which area that you want to go through, there is a difference between computer engineering and computer science. So if you like into the application, you have to go into computer science. If you like to the something like motherboard, you like to see into the what you say, the big thing, the application itself lah, the thing. So you have to go to electrical engineering. You want to know about the hard disk, you want to know about the motherboard. Okay. So when you talk about in computer engineering, the change of the computer itself from the mainframe until the smartphone. So what you see is actually the object, right? The computer itself. So what computer engineering did is actually transferring from the mainframe into the smallest smartphone and into the chip. That is the difference between computer science and computer engineering. Okay, so I hope all of you clear. So I just put up some of the differentiate. Okay, because I think this is helpful, because maybe when you don't know whether you want to go in the computer science area or you want to go to faculty engineering, and then what is the difference? So actually when you apply for a job, also they use the same terms, but actually when you see into the job scope, it's actually different. So you understand this is more to computer engineering. So if you can, I think you can read by yourself lah. Okay. Okay, just proceed. Okay. This also I got from the internet. So if you ask about the job opportunities or whatever, so this is something that I think I just put out here in my slide that you can refer for further education. Same for both computer science and engineering, you can further up your studies until PhD. Okay. All right. Okay, this is from my own research. Okay, I just go through the subject that offered by some universities and whatever I have learned, because I want to compare subject that offered in computer engineering and computer science. So basically what I highlight here is actually what I have learned. So basically, yes, computer engineering and computer science almost the same, but the difference is we didn't learn about the electrical engineering of the computer itself. So we can see we have a data structure, object-oriented programming. So no choice, there is object-oriented programming that you need to learn a bit about the programming. Maybe you're not working with, you're not being a programmer, but you need to know about this object-oriented programming. Okay, and you have to know about the operating system. Okay, operating system means that how your Windows work. We call operating system. Okay, computer science architecture, so architecture of the computer, data science and computer network. data and computer network. Means that how computer translate the data, and also how we develop the network for the computers. And another thing, we also have digital signal and system analysis. Okay, digital signal, if you want to understand, is actually how to say, is more to telecommunication. Okay, more to telecommunication. We learn a bit in computer science, but might be in engineering. When you work, you are involved with telecom, whatever, then you are using more into digital science and system analyst. Okay, we also have communication system and software engineering. So in computer science, maths is must. Either you discrete maths or algebra. So you still need, this is for undergraduate. Okay, this is for undergraduate. Okay, so this is matriculation requirement lah. You want to further studies in Malaysia, not too high, not too low. Okay, this is for I put up here is for computer engineering. Okay, that offered. I think this one is from UTP. Okay, you can read here. For overseas, I didn't do the research. Maybe you can do your own research for that, yeah. And this is I just put out for your reference. The study fees. Okay, the study fees for Uni NY, APU, and UTP. Okay, when you ask about the career prospect, okay, so computer engineering, computer science, where should I work? Okay, so you can see that we are using computers everywhere. Same like I highlight just now, like 3M, we are underlying of other people business. So IT is like that. Okay, you can be in work in industry. Okay, either you are working with computer product, network and IS, or you work with the electric component, consumer electric, telecommunication and service industry, wherever. Okay, so you can also join research and development, or you want to further your studies until PhD, you want to be a lecturer, or you want to change your career path, you want to be sales and marketing. So anywhere you can actually you can join any of it in the career prospect. So you can join any of it. Okay, it's very huge. Okay, this something that you might be can refer. So you have this some keyword I put in. If you want to do a research, you can search in a job street and find out what is the job description. So you can get the idea how computer engineering, what is the JD job description, and software engineering, computer programmer. So I think it's good if you really want to pursue your studies in this computer engineering. Then you have to do some research and understand where this computer engineering can bring you in a job area. Okay, so you can see you also can work with Western Digital, Intel, and Malaysia, and few more. Right, this is in the big company lah. Okay, this is the thing. Expected salary. Okay, expected salary based on skill and experience. Okay, based on his skill and experience and utilization and the company itself. These three important things. These three important things is you have to look into. Okay, for example, right, you have a very good skill and experience. You are joining a company, biasa-biasa punya company. So how much the company can pay you? Okay, so that's also important. So maybe you want to get the idea, I suggest you to check on payscale.com, because in payscale.com you can actually put in the location, what is the average salary can see every salary. And also they say a gender also sometimes make a difference. This one I'm not sure whether you want to agree or not. Because this come from the payscale.com. So they say a gender, men get pay more than women. So I would say I'm not so agree on this. Okay, so you can do the research on that, but average I would say this is what you get per year for your actually in experience, like 3 to 4 years experience maybe. It's depends on the company. That's why it's very hard for me to explain and tell you what is the exact range of company, but you can get until 100,000 per year. That's possible. Okay. Okay, and you asked me about the future. Okay, you can see IT industry, whether you are from computer science or you are from computer engineering, it always demanding. Okay, memang kalau you can see when last year our country was hit by COVID-19, ramai sangat yang baru nak belajar what is all IT is all about. And when the company try to switch what they have right now, okay, to online. So nampak dia punya kelang kabut dia dalam situ. So we are in IT industry, we already start work from home. Actually we have like flexibility before this that you can work from home if you need to. So it's not new work from home for me. Okay. So for people like macam cikgu, it's very hard to change that time. Memang susah lah because you tak pernah ada like something that you work online. So benda tu kena prepare. So that's what happened. So Alhamdulillah with the COVID-19, we are forced to be IT literate. So masa tu saya bersyukur sangat our company are moving forward. Macam tu lah. So they can see that in future, memang IT will be always relevant. Only the thing is IT is very fast. Very, very fast. So you can see the change, the revolution of mainframe until your handphone, until the chip. So that's what happened when you are in industry. For example, like myself, I have a programming language under IBM last time. It's relevant that time. Now I have to learn a new skill that requires in a Microsoft. So the thing I have to learn, keep on learning, and it's very fast. So the thing that you have done like 2 years or 3 years back is no longer relevant. That you need to learn new. That's you have to catch up a lot. Okay, that's the challenge lah. I always say that's a challenge in computer industry. Seems like I would feel goes to the computer engineering. Okay, last time you need to do mainframe or whatever. Now you have to go into chip level. You have to do into chip level, and also you have to actually make things lighter, something like that. Okay, so okay, self preparation. Okay, untuk adik-adik semua ni, okay, yang baru, okay, nak decide, okay, mana nak pergi, still waiting for the offer, okay. So what you can do, not only, I think it's generally lah, okay, not in the computer engineering, so whatsoever, no, but it's general, build up your character. So because when this is important when you work, okay, you need to build up your character so that you'll be more confident and you can talk. And so actually that's much more important because we are working with human. Okay, even your computer doesn't mean that you're working alone. Okay, so you still need to be interact with the human. So you build up your character. Okay, this is my suggestion. Okay, 20 best book to build your self-confidence. So most of baru SPM kan, okay, understand. So you need to build up. You need kena berani. Okay. So next you have to promote yourself. Okay. memang promote yourself is like something like self marketing. When you go for interview also, you are promoting yourself. You're selling yourself to the company to hire you. Okay, so don't be shy. So something, if you need to voice out idea, you just voice out in a proper manner. Okay, in a proper manner. So next is a communication skill. Like I mentioned just now, okay, communication is very important. Okay, masa dulu you belajar kan, you belajar and then you focusing to complete your exam. Okay, you want to complete your exam, you don't care. Orang datang rumah pun kau lantak je lah kan. So don't care. I have my own thing to do. So no, when you start working and you start growing and going, and then you have to have a communication skill. You need to know how to talk with people, different kind of people. Okay, how to use your words. Okay, so how to present also important. Okay, how to present. So I suggest you to go to this site ted.com to learn how to speak. So it's very good. It's very good. Okay, it's very good. So actually I from also learn to the working experience. Okay, the next things that you need to do, a part of you do your studies, plan which career path that you want to go through. I suggest you to pray and do istikharah, because we never know which career path that suits you. Okay, we never know, because if you can see from my experience, I can see some of my friends, they are in the computer science and end up halfway cannot proceed, cannot graduate because they cannot proceed to complete the studies. It's very hard for them. Then there is also challenge that I just complete my study and now I don't like computer science. So for me, as I shared just now, I want to be a doctor. I want to be, if not doctor, at least dentist. All of it in the medical faculty, no, I didn't get it. So I've been in computer science, alhamdulillah. So I complete the studies and also I get a job in this area and still maintain in this area until now. So what I did is actually is to istiqarah, let Allah guide you which is a suitable career path that suit you. Okay, so that's the my advice. Okay, I'll just share it. So this so colorful. This is when I work with 3M. Okay, if you can see, not many Malays. Yes, not many Malays. So minority lah, minority. But there is. Okay, so the different culture, even we are animation, a different culture, a bit slightly different. Okay, so we can just dive in, no problem. Even see, we have what you call Chinese New Year punya celebration, losang together. So another one, yeah, we have activity in the company. So mainly to say, if we just enjoy the journey. And the thing, when you are working, even you are studying in university later, do not just study. I will suggest you participate in the university activity, or in later when you work, join the company activity. So that's some of the idea. So this is a 5 years journey with 3M. So that was 3M director for 3M Malaysia. This 5 years lah, 5 years intake for that particular year. This 5 years with 3M. So we have a dinner. They present the certificate during the dinner at Saint Regis Bangsa. So this the certificate. So would say for all the juniors, dream big, stay positive, work hard, and enjoy the journey. So that's the last word. So 5 years, 2018. Actually now it's already 2021. Dah lebih dah. I'm still with 3M, but in the different work area, in new challenge. Okay, so this is our CEO, Mike Roman. Okay. Alright, so let me check the chat.
Puan, kita ada soalan.
Okay.
3 soalan je.
3 soalan. Okay. I check the chat ya.
Ada 3 soalan, saya boleh baca. Soalan
Okay.
pertama, may I know what is your difficulties during the journey in the courses?
Okay, during the journey. Okay, difficulties during the journey. This one undergraduate ke masters ni? So undergraduate and master, there are 2 different difficulties that I face. Okay, so far undergraduate tu, as I can remember by that time, kita ada CPU je by that time. Kita tak ada notebook. So by that time notebook is very very expensive. So memang what I did is lagi satu to have internet. By that time it's very expensive as well. Memang tak ada internet pun. So what I did, you have a class masa tu. After the class, I memang duduk dekat dalam lab, computer lab. So I just search and do everything. So after that baru balik. So most of the time I spend in the faculty. So in terms of study, by that time, okay, something like I will share lah, kelakar sikit, because my first year in UM that time, my subject was in Bahasa Melayu. You just imagine Bahasa Melayu when you have to learn 30 course, and then OS is become I cannot remember, data structure, semua tu dalam Bahasa Melayu. So enjin gelintaran. You know enjin gelintaran. So anyone can guess what is the enjin gelintaran? Itu ke bila I translate, dia sakit otak lah mula-mula tu. So I found apa dia lecturer punya reference, guna buku tu. So I study from that book. Okay, well, I understand enjin gelintaran tu sebenarnya search engine. Search engine, very simple. Kita sebut search engine. I rasa enjin gelintaran apa ni? Okay, so that's the nasib baiklah first year je. So after that I don't know why they translate all the computer jargon to Bahasa Melayu, sakit kepala. Okay, then after second semester, I think second semester ke next year baru dia 100% in English. So masa tu lega sikit lah, boleh lah faham. Tak payah dia translate. Kata you kena find out the reference. Mana the lecturer ni get the reference. Tapi I salute because this lecturer can translate into Malay jargon. Memang hebat. Data structure, lepas tu dia boleh translate kan macam-macam lah. Yang just now enjin gelintaran. Tak boleh fikir saya. Enjin gelintaran ada search engine. Okay. So in master that I said, in master journey, because I want to do both. Okay, study and also completing my master courses. So I have to fork out my own money. So tak apalah, you kerja, you simpan duit, you bayarlah. Okay, terserah pun. Only first semester, I get my parents to help up. Then after that I pay my own. That's why kalau ikutkan, actually I further my master courses before my convocation sebenarnya. Okay, but it takes few years to complete because of satu, you nak control your money. Okay, lagi satu sebab you want to complete the dissertation. It's not easy lah. Okay, for example, you want to present a paper dekat publish the paper dekat IEEE. I can remember I pay 1 semester because you work. Because masa tu you have to learn a new programming skill. Masa tu memang I kena study new things. I have to stay back in office just to nak kata complete the task given to me. So okay, I right now I'm doing into the application development lah, more to programming. Memang challenging lah. You nak buat programming, you nak siapkan kerja you, and then after that you kena fikir you punya thesis pula. Macam tu. Kalau kelas okay je, you can just attend and nanti exam you tulis lah. Can pass, settle. Okay. So that one you can decide lah. Either you want to be like me atau you nak focus. Both also no issue. Okay.
Okay. Next question. These questions come from FB, Facebook. He asks, what is the most essential coding language we should learn? Is it C++ or Java?
Okay, so I would say you are so lucky right now, because if you want to learn C++ or Java, starting from today also can, because everything in the internet. Okay, so by that time masa tu tak ada. Okay, so you tanya essential coding. Okay, for computer engineering, is C++, is object oriented. C++ is object oriented. So basically, kalau you tanya, kalau you pergi in computer science, you more using Java. Computer Java is more to the end user application. C++ dia lebih kepada macam application that you want to develop lah. Okay, you want to do automation. So actually I also learned C++ last time. Okay, and also in a working environment, I also did being a tester for a Java team. So for Mohd, I think I still can remember lah. It's not Mohd, they had developed application that you can upload your document through the website. Everything they are using Java. So essential coding language, want to learn both also can. Okay, C++ ni for me, my own experience lah, I just share. We have a lab class for C++. Okay, you a part of the classes that you learn, you also have lab. So nanti I akan bagilah apa yang you kena buat. Okay, end up the result like this. Basically I tak buat pun. Okay, jangan ikut Tapi nak ceritanya, hikmahnya kan, masa tu memang I tak buat pun, sebab when someone in your team yang dalam kelas you complete, habis semua orang satu kelas copy. Satu kelas copy and then present, settle balik. Okay, but end up I'm being a programming, something like programming lah. I did programming until today. But dulu I copy je. Now you have to do yourself. Okay. And some more I'm alone in Malaysia. Sometimes I get help from my friend in Sydney or my friend in Singapore, or ask my previous bosses in US, or join the group. We have 3M, we have a developer group. So I just post a question, or even I post a question in the net. So for you, Alimi, Shahid, if you want to learn, you can learn from the website. Banyak website, you can search. You get some introduction on C++ or Java, you can just learn. So benda tu basic lah. So because we have many programming language right now. So in working area, tak tahulah you pakai yang mana nanti. You never know. But you need to have a basic. Belajar je. Okay, mana tahu kan kalau guna.
Semua tu knowledge kan?
Yes.
Okay, next questions. This is from our Zoom chat box. Can you share how do you make passive income by building apps and many more?
Okay, passive income. Okay, last time yes, I memang ada buat apps for others, tapi penat sikit lah. Then you develop the office and then tapi it depends. Kalau you rajin, kalau you got more time, again you can actually helping others. Sebenarnya banyak sebenarnya yang tanya building app, help me to build the app for the mobile, and then banyak something that sometimes kalau mobile pun you can just develop and then you upload, and then you can get someone yang download, nanti you get a pay lah. So sekarang ni nak cari duit dengan IT ni senang. You build your own app, you upload. Okay, salah you punya iOS ke, you kena guna Android ke, when you upload, you put lah berapa ringgit ke apa kan, kena bayar, then you download, so dapat duit. So tanya saya dah tak buat sekarang. Saya dah tak buat. So anything kalau ada extra income dari situ, saya menyorok dulu. So I would prefer to do something like online business lah, macam tu, macam just join macam tu. So when you have IT background, so kata, okay, last time when Facebook launch, I tell my boss that Facebook will be the best marketing tool. Dia macam, macam apa? Marketing tool. So bagi dia, Facebook masa tu is just like macam you nak socialize. So now you can see macam mana Facebook tu dah jadi a good marketing tool. So that's the evolution lah. Okay, so you nak buat duit tak kisah mana. So lagi satu kan, kalau you tengok kan, you have an IT background, again people will ask, I want to set up my online business. Macam mana? How do I set up my Facebook lah? How do I set up my something that is a general knowledge that some people is very difficult. Tapi from IT area, senang je lah. You baca, you faham, okay, you just boleh buat. Okay, so for me lah, my own experience, tak susah mana pun lah. Kalau I ada hiccup ke apa-apa, I also can search. So at least I know lah the jargon lah, whatever lah kan. So I know how to do it. So another thing I want to advise to all the juniors, tak kisah you want to be a doctor ke apa, you have to be IT literate. Jangan you jadi doktor, I don't want lah, I don't want to learn IT lah, I'm not good in IT lah. Jangan, you have to learn. So in future, okay, this is the idea what I'm doing right now. Okay, we have Outlook. Together with Outlook, we have the Power platform like Power Apps, and then we have Power Automate, Power BI. Everything is free to the user when you have a Microsoft license. So in future, they are not expected IT to develop, but you to develop your own application. They call a rapid application, and you are the one to maintain. Malaysia ni baru lagi, tapi in US, people from different department, they start to develop their own apps to automate their daily work.
Alright. Okay. I hope that answering your question, Rujahan, Najib. Okay. Next question. This is advanced gate. What is the future of AI in your prediction? Do you recommend the students to venture into AI?
Okay, AI. Okay, macam ni tau. AI, masa I join is very new. Masa tu I pun got no idea. I tengok cerita Steven Spielberg tu, pasal robot yang want to be a human. So when I learn, actually masa tu is like macam interesting. Sebab the robot can learn by itself. So they ada cognitive sign, macam mana lah dalam tu you learn, dia punya cognitive tu, repetitive tu, dia learn and save into the computer memory. That's why can you see the chatbot, macam you have a troubleshoot punya chatbot, it will tell you, okay, what is your problem? So you cakap lah hari ni you apa-apa, and then dia bagi advice you accordingly. That is AI. So masa tu tak banyak lagi. So now you can see, semua orang nak impose AI. Semua orang nak letak AI everywhere. But nowadays, what I can see, we are not developing mostly things in AI lah. Selalunya benda tu macam chatbot tu semua dah siap. Kita just impose dan kita buat. So AI ni kalau you are in industrial area like computer engineering is very good. Because AI ni dia akan mudahkan you, mudahkan kerja you. So basically AI is actually learn by itself. Dia makes the things computer macam bijak, macam boleh bercakap, interact dengan you. So it's a good. So by that time, my colleague lah masa I buat undergrad tu, they further their studies and being a lecturer under AI lah. So tak ada, I didn't heard any of us yang kerja yang betul-betul in the AI industry. Tak ada. So far tak dengar lagi lah. Mungkin belum lagi kat Malaysia. Tapi there will be.
Alright. Okay, next question. Okay, from Fikri. In your opinion, which is better to learn and pursue either being a software engineer or software networking, mainly in security?
Okay. Kalau you tanya job prospect, both of it memang work hand in hand. Okay. When you want to build a software, you need to have a secure in your network. So depends. Kalau you suka looking into the network, you ambil a certification whatever, and you rasa tak nak pening kepala by developing the application, do the testing, you go to the network. Because in the network you don't need to do the macam programming side yang sakit kepala sikit. Bukan sakit kepala tapi that's a challenge lah. Memang you do memang tak jadi, and then you have to try another time until you compete. Tapi basically for me that's the benchmark lah. Kenapa I pilih programming? Because I like to be creative. Memang kreatif sakit kepala. Sebab okay, you develop kan, you rasa macam ni tau, you develop the things and then people use it. So macam wow, bestnya macam tu. Kalau network is different thing tau. You make sure the network people tak orang kata hack in, and then you make sure the company contoh and the company network tu all secure, people are using what kind of software they install. Kerja dia lagi orang kata A to B lah, senang. Tapi kalau programming ni you kena fikir, lepas you pergi A you kena pergi B, you kena pergi you kena C. So macam you buat programming, kalau A tak jalan you kena try B, kalau B tak jalan you kena C. Atas satu hari pun you tak siap kerja you because you tak dapat pun, rupanya salah dia sikit je. Macam tu. So I hope you are answering your question lah. So mana you nak ambil kan, you just ask yourself.
That's very clear. I hope Fikri get an idea. All right. Okay, next question. Okay, between computer science, IT, IS, with computer engineering, which is more demanding job with high salary?
Okay, macam tadi high salary kan. Kalau ikutkan you have to know where you work kan. Kalau company tu cannot fork out you higher salary kan, dia macam you get lesser lah. So kalau you tanya engineering lah, computer engineering ke you want to computer science ke kan, dia are two different lah. So satu you have to work in kalau computer engineering you work in company macam Intel ke yang big company, so they will pay you higher. Okay, kalau you work as a computer science, you can be in macam MNC ke, you can be mana-mana lah company yang make up money. So macam kalau company tu macam the business katalah oil and gas yang boom kan, so dia akan pay you more. Macam tu lah. So macam kalau macam how to say, you have to from the experience yourself and also the company. That also depends on the bonus itself. Kalau you pergi big company, the bonus might be higher. Macam tu. Okay. So it's very difficult lah mana yang demanding based on your skill, experience. Macam tu.
Alright. We have two more questions now. Okay, I think this question already answered in slide.
First slide,
but I read so that when Nida can answer it again. Okay, Najiha, she sent me direct message to me. Do software engineering and data science are related to each other?
Okay, so again can you repeat? Computer engineering and
software engineering, and
okay.
data science.
Okay, data science dengan software engineering. Okay, from my experience lah, right? Dekat UM, they just introduce a data scientist. Data scientist is orang kata baru new lah. Masa tu they call me for industry expert lah to advise. So basically, data scientist tu is more to you have you take all the data in the company, you want to translate to something benefits to the company. So that's why they come a data scientist. So I know this data scientist is also a demand right now. Okay, you can actually pursue for data scientist. It's okay. As computer in software engineering.
Software
Okay,
engineering.
software engineering tu macam ambil lah. Software engineering is very huge. Okay, it's very huge. When you software engineering is actually how you develop the software. How you develop the software from the beginning, requirement, until you put into the production. Macam tu. So you learn how to get the requirement and then how to translate the requirement into something meaningful and then how to manage the project and also how to do the testing and how to do the maintenance. So the overall. So data scientist tu dia lebih fokus kepada data tu and then you want to translate something meaningful. Kalau you nak tengok kalau local I will suggest lah, one of it lah, because that time memang if not mistaken one of the student from that time dia ada menang satu anugerah apa lah, tapi they did something lah with the data they got to the company. So actually kalau you kata data scientist ni most of the company dia orang cari data scientist lah juga sekarang ni. So apart from that, Power BI pun dah lebih kurang a tool for the data scientist. Power BI, if you can learn lah Power BI tu. Power BI is good lah. For the bosses lah, actually bosses ni there are so many data, so they want something that benefit to the company. So this what data scientist did lah.
Okay. Next, last question. This is from Hakimi. What are your thoughts on technological singularity, especially AI?
Technologically singularity.
Technologically singularity.
Dia kan, especially in AI. Basically, last time kenapa I did measuring in AI, dia ada kaitan dengan medik juga. Because in AI, dia ada image enhancement. So image enhancement, actually what they did is actually they use the image enhancement to understand, to read from the X-ray itself. So they will know and translate to something benefits. So macam daripada X-ray itself, so dia boleh tahulah apa benda dalam tu. So that's what AI did. So kalau you tanya in terms of AI tu, for me it's good lah if you want to be macam develop tools for medical ke whatever, especially the company lah, company besar kan, you ada siapa lah, you ada Panasonic ke, of course lah macam Philips kan, semua nak ada AI inside impose. So kalau you computer engineering, you might be a part of the team yang develop that particular thing for that particular company lah. Philips nak automation lah, the AI lah, boleh learn lah, help you to stop the thing lah bila dia dah panas ke kan, macam tu lah.
Okay. Kita ada soalan satu lagi. Okay. I think this is last question lah. Kod dah 10 PM right now. Okay. Alright. Do you actually have any basic programming skill before pursuing this course? Okay. Can someone who does not have any basic skill of programming to further this course?
Okay, basic programming yang I share just now masa sekolah rendah and during MRSM is just like tak ada apa pun benda tu. It's like introduction to you on the computer itself. Tapi you have no idea pun by that time how this thing can help people in work. Just for fun pun, dia tekan button, go to next page, and then ada bunyi, ada lagu. So by the time I would say I have zero knowledge on programming. So what I said just now, in future, okay, Microsoft itself actually expect any of the user to develop its own application using the Power Platform. So if you ask, do I need to have a background on programming ke apa ke, that is not orang kata a relevant question anymore. Okay, anyone has to know a bit about the programming. Is called a rapid development, not so much on the coding, but kalau you from computer science, you will understand more lah. Macam tu lah, dia ada different lah, I would say. Tapi that's the expectation lah nowadays for Microsoft, is for you to automate your own, for example, your PowerPoint list, you have to automate, and you want to set a reminder, you set it by yourself. So dulu you have to get IT to develop something application to set you reminder, and you have to do the programming. Now everything is on Power Platform. So if you want to learn on that, get some idea, you just search on Microsoft Power Platform. You can search a Power Automate, you can search a Power Apps or Power BI. So kalau you ada this kind of knowledge, because this kind of knowledge dia ada macam user, normal user, kita ada 3 level lah. Normal user, advanced user dengan admin. So that's the different lah. So kalau IT dia more to the admin. So kalau user tu dia ada normal user that you use all the Power Platform, you just guna je, or you want to be a power user. So kalau you ada masa explore this Power Platform, so nanti in your resume ke apa, nanti kat university you ada project ke, okay, because saya ada intern yang buat this Power Platform itu, memang dia boleh buat, zero knowledge, come from university, come to the company, I minta dia help me to do the Power Platform, learn from zero, alhamdulillah dia boleh buat. So means that kalau you ada masa, just learn.
I think kena ada passion dah kot, kan?
Satu passion
Dan
lah. Memang
rajin.
dia rajin. Dia memang I tak boleh nak argue lah. Sometimes I tanya my intern masa interview, do you like programming? I will say, no, I don't like programming. Basically, okay, I understand. Sebab dia tak ada passion yang kata nak learn, and then tapi just take things simple lah. Jangan jauhkan diri you to the technology, the change of the technology. Tu je.
Okay. I think that's all. So thank you so much, Madam Hasnida, for spending your time with sharing with us, okay, on this career opportunity in computer engineering. Okay, all right. If you have any question, can they ask you, or maybe direct message to you?
Can. Maybe I just leave in the chat box lah. Okay.
Right.
Later I will.
Okay. So many thanks as well to our audience, okay, who have been watching and joining on our career talk for tonight. Okay. If you know someone who will have enjoyed this talk but was not able to join us tonight, just search for our YouTube channel, ANSARA Taiping. Okay. If you look forward to learning more of our talks like this, just subscribe and hit the bell. Okay. And don't forget to give our video a thumbs up. And if you like our sessions, again, we will not have this platform if not for our strategic partners to thank for, which is Unit Perkhidmatan Bimbingan dan Counselling, MRSM Taiping, Center for Foundation Studies, UTP, TNF Energy Sendirian Berhad, Amas Media, and Outpost Taiping. So let us close this session tonight with Tasbih Kifarah and Surah Al-Asr. All right, and then remember to follow SOP and stay safe, everyone. With that, Assalamualaikum and good night. Okay, that's all.